to my channel. Today I have a June message for all of the Aquariuses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it is not going to resonate with every single Aquarius out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I am a psychic intuitive, a spiritual coach, and a sound healing practitioner. So without further ado, Aquarius, let's go ahead and dive right into your June message. So Aquarius, we are starting out with the Winged Wise Ones, Aphrodite with Inner Goddess, and Yin. Okay, Aquarius, I feel this month for you is really about awakening the inner beauty and the inner goddess within you. It's about self-care this month, and I really feel that it's about connecting you with your femininity, connecting you with that feminine energy that is all about receiving and feeling loved, supported, and abundant in so many different ways. I do also feel that this month is really going to be a month where you sort of experience having the guidance and the wisdom from your guides and your angels. I do feel that this is really about, connecting harmoniously with the higher powers. One of the beautiful things about inner goddess is that when you have feminine energy, even if it's Kundalini energy, it's really about balancing out both the feminine and the masculine within you. Feminine energy is all about creation. It is about creativity. It is about truly loving and creating more of the things that you love and being able to love and nurture oneself. And it's truly about appreciating everything around you, the beauty that is within you and outside of you, that is interconnected to each and everything. The beautiful thing about yin energy is also that it sort of allows you to sort of take a step back and receive, right? Because most of the times, a lot of us are in our masculine energy when we are constantly giving to others and we're constantly doing things for others. I feel that the month of June for you, Aquarius, is really about just being in your feminine energy and allowing others to love you, to nurture you, to care for you, and you being on the receiving end of all of that love, all of that guidance and nurturing and support, and you just embracing it wholeheartedly. So let's go ahead and dive into the tarot here and see what additional information Spirit has for you. So I do want to point out that we have the Nine of Swords with the Hermit card here, Aquarius. So I do feel that you've really had a lot on your mind. You've had a lot of doubts, a lot of fears. Maybe you've dealt with a lot of, hurt or pain when it comes to how people treat you. Or maybe you're just afraid that you'll never have that kind of love or guidance or support from, your team. Or maybe you're just maybe there's just a lot of things that you've got going on in your mind that are keeping you up at night. One thing I want to point out with the Nine of Swords is that it's really about you learning to face those fears, you learning to recognize when those fears arise, when those thoughts arise, so that you could truly heal them or come into balance with them. Okay, because the Hermit card is really about that introspection. It's truly about soul searching. It's uncovering and discovering the truth of who we are, what we're capable of, and how we overcome the illusions or the fears that plague us on a day-to-day basis, okay? You have the Five of Swords now with the Temperance card. So this is really interesting, Aquarius. So you are an air sign, so that does not surprise me that we're starting out with like a bunch of swords already. The Five of Swords is about understanding that every experience we encounter, right, truly helps us learn a specific lesson. And it's about understanding that sometimes it isn't always about winning or things going in our favor. There are individuals in our lives who will do whatever it takes to win because they don't want to lose, right? They don't want to experience a loss of some sort. But they don't really see the repercussions of what happens when they hurt people or when they wound people or when they push people over, right? And so for you, this is about you learning and understanding, you know, what it means to both win and to lose, and really deciding for yourself which path you ultimately want to take here with the Temperance card. I think for you, it's about learning to see the beauty even in the midst of a storm. It's about learning to see love and compassion in the midst of an argument or in the midst of something that is painful or hurtful. Because there is something to be gained in that. And that's the whole beauty of feminine energy. Feminine energy is all about pure, unconditional, nurturing love. It's not about looking at people as the enemy or not looking at situations as they wounded me, they hurt me, it's their fault. It's not about placing blame. It's about seeing things from a loving, nurturing perspective, seeing the lesson behind it, and choosing which path you ultimately want to take. We now have the Four of Swords here, which with the Seven of Swords. Okay, Aquarius, I feel like with all of these swords on the board, you've got a lot on your mind here. And I feel that this month, you might be experiencing quite a few challenges mentally, okay? You might have some people who are probably lying to you. They're being deceitful to you. The Seven of Swords is I call it the lying, cheating card, okay? The lying, stealing, and cheating card. The one thing that I want you to focus on the most with the Seven of Swords here, Aquarius, is that it's all about intention. What was the true intention behind the action? Because no matter what you might believe, or no matter what someone might say, the truth will always reveal itself, no matter what. The Four of Swords is about reflecting. It's about resting, right? And I feel that whatever you experience this month here, Aquarius, it's really going to be important for you to really evaluate, to truly do that introspection deep within yourself, to choose the path that is most aligned with your truest intention. Even if that means that you have to take a step back here, Aquarius, and truly cut yourself off from certain people or certain situations and just allow things to play out the way that they play out. Understand that your intention is always viewed from a higher perspective. And if you are not in alignment, it's like, it doesn't matter what you do. The truth will always be known, right? So a liar can lie to you straight to your face and have no remorse whatsoever. But the reality is that they face themselves every day. And in some situations, those individuals do find remorse when they look at themselves in the mirror because they know that their intention was impure, that it was unjust in so many different ways. And no matter how hard they try to spin, their justification, or they try to say, well, this is the reason, right? No matter what justification they give, the truth is always the truth, and the truth will always reveal itself. So my advice to you this month, Aquarius, is truly, no matter what transpires this month, truly take a step back, reflect, look at it from the perspective of, what do I need to learn from this situation? Which path am I going to choose? And how am I going to be, what is my truest intention based off of my actions? So we have the Ace of Wands here under the Nine of Swords, and we have the 10 of Wands underneath the Hermit card. So I feel that when it comes to the fears or the doubts or all of the things that are plaguing your mind, maybe it's time to look at each one of those things and truly ask yourself, how can I flip this? How can I change this into a positive? What inspires me? What motivates me to want to change or to let go of this fear or this doubt, right? The Ace of Wands is basically new inspirations. It's new ideas. And it really is about looking at the brighter side of things. The 10 of Wands here is about releasing any burdens or responsibilities that you have associated to those thoughts, to those fears, or to those doubts. It's interesting that, you might be plagued with all of these, doubts and fears that are truly preventing you from taking action. The Wands is all about taking action. It's about making sure that you take appropriate action. And a 10 is sort of a completion. It comes to an end. So it means that you need to put an end to all of the responsibilities that you feel when it comes to other people's actions or your thoughts. You need to put a, rest to all of the burdens that you've been carrying, because all of those, thoughts, whether they're actual criticisms from other people or their fears that really have no stake in reality, they're only preventing you from seeing the truth or seeing the lesson at hand here. And this is where the soul searching needs to come in from, because you're needing to truly evaluate what your intention is, what your path is, where you're wanting to go. The Two of Voices is the Two of Swords here with the Eight of Wands. Again, you have so many swords here, Aquarius. So again, I want to point out that it is going to be important for you to really focus in on your fears this month. Really focus in on the choices that you are making, okay? Because I don't know why, but what I keep hearing in my head is karma, okay? Understand that whatever choice that you make, your intention is what sets the course for karma. So if you, let's say you decide to literally in a negative way do the opposite of what your truest intention is, then understand that that might be a lesson that you will have to repeat again, right? So remember, the Five of Swords is about winning at all costs. Is it truly that important to you to win, to beat the other person? Or like if you're going to harm someone in order to win at their expense, is that your truest intention? Because the choice that you make, right? The Two of Swords is really about needing to choose a path. You have to choose a course. There is no such thing as being stuck in between a rock and a hard place. You ultimately have to choose. You might be unclear or unsure of what direction to take, but when you are aligned to your highest truth, when you can see deep within yourself, when you can see things from a loving and a compassionate perspective, your intention will always be pure. There won't be any doubt. Again, be very mindful here this month, Aquarius, what you say, because what you say will come about. It will come into existence. There is such a thing as speaking things into reality, okay? I do want to point that out here. I do want you to be very aware of what thoughts you have going on in your mind and how you are feeling about yourself. Remember, the heart of your message is about awakening the goddess within you, which is connected to divine feminine energy, which is all about love, nurturing, self-soothing, self-care. It's about seeing the beauty within you and outside of you. So if the thoughts that you have about yourself are not of a loving, self-care nature, then this is what you're needing to let go of. This is what you're needing to just sort of walk away from. And you're needing to be mindful of how you communicate to not only yourself, but to others. Remember, words have power. That is the ultimate thing I want you to remember here, Aquarius. So we now have the Hanged Man with the Four of Swords. Okay, you have a lot of swords here, Aquarius. So swords are really about our thoughts. It's the voices that we hear in our mind, all of the negativity that sort of tends to cloud us, the fears that we have. The Hanged Muse is really that message of needing to sort of reflect, take a step back, sort of see things from a different perspective, and making sure that we use our time wisely. It's very interesting here, Aquarius, that this almost concerns me a little bit that you have so many swords here, because you have the Four of Swords twice. You have the Two of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Out of all of the swords, those are the swords that I normally don't ever want to see in a spread. But I'm going to tell you, this month, no matter what you face, no matter what you come across, learn to see things through the eyes of a loving perspective. Try to see the beauty within each and everything. Sort of take a step back. This is your message, Aquarius. So I want to thank you for being with me here at this time, for listening to this message, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Bye, guys.